Hey yo, what's up? How y'all doing? Halloween is tomorrow, so I thought it would be pretty fitting to do something a little scary, eerie, unsettling. So instead of playing games or reviewing games, I thought I'd just do something a little different this time. So we're just gonna be reading some scary stories that I just found off the Troll Pasta Wiki. So in that case, grab a blanket, get a big bowl of candy, and turn off the lights because these are 5 quote-unquote scary stories. And I hope you enjoy because I had to start this video because my freaking Premiere Rush didn't want to work. So yeah, enjoy. Alright, I wanted to start this video off with a weird one. And this one is pretty weird and it's pretty confusing. This one is called MarcelDavis.exe. I have no idea who MarcelDavis.exe is, but we're gonna find out in this story. So I guess we'll just get into it. MarcelDavis.exe. It was a good day. Even thought the sky was red and it rained blood. Like every day, I play video games on my computer. My old games are boring. I had just Sonic.exe and Minecraft.exe, and some other games with the .exe file extension. I tried to start Minecraft, but I accidentally opened Firefox. It had an error page because it failed to access Google in my start page. I wondered why my internet doesn't work, but then I remembered my router exploded yesterday without reason when I tried to download more games. Oh, no router, no WLAN, no internet. I tried to close Firefox, but it didn't close when I clicked on the X on the right top corner of the frame. It just opened a web page. It was just a black screen with a skeleton version of SpongeBob. That's specific. I clicked at it and the page disappeared. It was replaced with the Firefox download frame, which downloaded a file called MarcelDavis.exe. As it finished downloading, the cursor opened at his own. My antivirus program popped up a message: "One virus found and took in quarantine." The cursor closed it, took the file from the quarantine directory to my desktop and started it again. The file became black. I tried in fear to click the reset button of my computer. Nothing happened. I tried to run away, but I was glued out my chair. I tried to hit the screen, but it didn't break. Then the video started. It was dark and I saw a creepy man playing computer games. And then he seemed to notice I was watching him. He suddenly closed his laptop and spoke in a strange screechy voice. I didn't understand him. Maybe he was speaking Japanese. He went through a strange dark building, went out and drove to a house while he still spoke strange things. Then he rang at the house. Someone opened the door. The screen went black and I heard a loud, creepy scream. Ah! It was so loud. Every glass in 50-kilometer area broke and the walls of the room cracked and then my computer exploded. I glued my computer, the glasses in the walls. Then I started my computer. The file was gone. I searched in Google for the file. I just found a YouTube channel called 1UND1. I watched the video from him. It was the same video from MarcelDavis.exe, just not as dark and creepy as the file. I turned subtitles on. It said it was German. The text was this: "Hello, I'm Marcel Davis, creepy leader for customer happiness of 1+1. If you have a question of your 101 DSL connection, then call me, free. My team and me help you." He drives his car. Wait, what? Oh, but sometimes there are things to cannot talk at phone for family storm here. This is confusing. Then we do not talk around the hot mash. What's the hot mat? Whatever. We come in person to you. The man rings on the doorbell. Marcel Davis, single one, H. And we only go when your connection is fine. The screen goes black and someone screams, "Ah!" YouTube subtitles. I was so scared. I hid me in the fridge with my chair, which is still glued to me, so that you just walk around with the chair glued to your butt. And then the doorbell rang. I didn't want to open the door, but a force from inside forced me. In horror, I opened the door. And then Marcel Davis popped out and fixed my DSL router. Oh, that isn't that bad. Well, that was MarcelDavis.exe. For the first story, it wasn't that bad. It was actually kind of funny. I'm gonna put it here on my rating scale. Alright, on to the next story. Okay, this one is called My Rick Experience. First off, I want to say this reality happened to me and not made up. I never knew what the rake or creepypasta for that matter before I saw a creepypasta Minecraft mod. After I got into creepypasta and listening to Mr. Creepypasta, I found out what the rake was and thought it was really cool. What is up with this spelling? And that it would be cool if it was real. It was several weeks later, and my family was out eating, and when we came home, I looked across the street, and I saw something pale in the dark. I couldn't see details because it was dark, but I got a long look at it because my front door was jammed like a shell. Yeah, like a shell. I thought it was the rake because I have a wild imagination and dismissed it as being the dark playing tricks on my mind. It wasn't long after I started hearing things like something skatering around. It got worse from there. Sunday, March 3 at 9:30 to 10:30 p.m. I heard something moving across the floor. I looked over and saw a pair of white blank eyes looking at me. I heard it come close and heard it growl at me. I told some of my friends online. One made fun of me, but the other two said to stay calm and do what it says if it says anything. The next day at school, two other friends, not the ones online, and me made a club looking for my Thesel cheers. Ow. We were going after the rake first by my request, and I did some research online and found a rake attack in Niagara Falls on the 4th of July at 4 o'clock a.m. 2006 and tried to find a connecton to the two encounters. I don't know if they wrote this when they were in 2nd grade, but holy crap, this is when I got home to look up what day the 4th was, and it was Sunday. And in another encounter, it drew a devil's pentagram on the wall. Now you might be wondering, how does this have anything to do with the encounters? Really? Sunday is a holy day in most religions. AMD, the rake, is some kind of devil worshipper, so it's rebellious to attack on a holy day. My friend also did research and found that it was made by Hades, a Roman or Greek god, and one day all of his Greek and Roman books disappearing, meaning that it worships Hades. It took only his mythology's books. This may not be proof to you, but I believe that it out there, and I'll prove it someday. Well, I don't know when that day is, but next story. Okay, this one is actually just really funny. This one is called My McDonald's Experience, and actually, we actually know who this is written by. This is written by the Church of Sichan, and content is available under SS blah blah blah. So yeah, this one is about McDonald's, so this should be funny. All right, read at your own risk. One fun day, I was having some good eats at McDonald's with two of my friends, Cool Johnning and Just Doing. They're imaginary, and I bring them so that I have an excuse to eat their food. I weigh 1843 pounds. Okay, this is TLC. And after I had finished my little snack of 53 Big Macs, I realized I was still hungry. But I was tired of Big Macs, so I looked at the menu, and I saw that I hated a new egg sandwich. So I told the lady I wanted it, and she said, "You look like you've had way too many of those," and laughed at me. And I cried, but then she gave the egg sandwich, and I ate it in one bite. But then Patrick's, who's Patrick's, appeared and said, "Surrender now, die!" Then punched me in the stomach. I threw up the egg sandwich on the floor, and the Patrick's ate it, and then he have a gun and shoot me in the face, and I died. Moments after I died, I ran to my car. Wait, but whatever. At .00001 miles per hour, but the police arrested me and put my dead body in jail and said I could have one last meal. I said I wanted a Big Mac and large fries, but then I got so fat that I covered the entire world. Then I died again. You are next. TND. Well, I told you it was pretty funny. I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. Next story. Okay, this one is called Herobrine Blackout. So, because it's a gaming channel, I of course had to add some gaming stuff, but let's just get into it. Herobrine Blackout. It was a normal Saturday. My friend and I were goofing off and building stupid stuff on Minecraft. When we were playing on a server, and from time to time clicking on Skype to check each other's funny screen shares, we were accustomed to people logging on at random times. So we usually stop our conversation and say hello. This time, a strange user logged on. His username was a series of constantly changing letters, numbers, and symbols. I didn't know that it was even possible to do that on a server, so I thought he was just a hacker. I, being admin of the server, banned him, but it never did ban him. I didn't understand what was going on, so I decided to teleport to the player and see what he was doing. My first assumption was that he was a griefer sent by Skycraft. That's interesting. Excuse me. Because they've been sending a lot of those lately. When I did teleport to the strange player, I found myself in a small and compact cave. It only had about 3 torches in it, and as far as I could tell, no way out. I minimized the Minecraft window and turned to the Skype. My friend was talking about how we saw pictures of Herobrine earlier that on Google Images, and asked me which ones looked best as his wallpaper. I didn't answer because when I turned back to the Minecraft window, there was a dark passage of stairs leading lower in the cave. Of course, I went down the stairs and told my friend to teleport to me and come with me. When he did, I was already going down the dark passageway deeper into the cave. I saw the username of my friend bobbing gently behind me, and I moved on. Suddenly, the passageway grew intensely bright, and we walked into a room of glowstone. Paintings of Herobrine covered the walls, and there were endermen milling around everywhere. My friend and I immediately assumed that this was the work of a griefer. I started to type in chat, "Hey, did you build this?" The stranger did not reply. I turned away and started heading back up the stairs, but right when I thought I was at the top, there was the wall of bedrock dividing me and the beginning of the cave. I cursed. When I went back down, I took out my diamond sword and said, "Might as well collect some nether pearls, right?" That's when all the endermen in the room started charging towards me and my friend. We were at 1 heart. All the endermen disappeared. We walked deeper into the glowstone passageway and found ourselves at the wall of bedrock and 1 iron door with the pressure plate leading into a room. I stepped inside, and then I realized that it was a trap. There was no pressure plate on the inside. I cursed again. And then when I saw a giant room filled with lava dripping from all sides, I saw the ever-changing username of the stranger straight ahead. So I waited for him. Once I got there, I saw the default skin player sitting on a raised, quickly Minecraft window. Wait, what even happened? Afraid of what I'd seen and heard, I turned to the Skype window and realized that it was a scream of my friend that had made it through Skype. I tried to see what was going on in the video, but it was too dark for me to see anything. Apparently I had a blackout, but that would explain why his computer was still working in Skype too. Then in the midst of my thinking and wondering, I saw the 2 glowing eyes of the player on the platform. I hope you enjoyed my story, and all of this is true. That was alright. It was alright. Put it here. Wasn't too bad. Some things were confusing, but it's alright. Next story. Okay. I was feeling a little nostalgic with this one because I used to play Roblox when I was 9, so like a long time ago. I did a video on this channel, it got like 200 views, so I might do more Roblox stuff in the future, but I pulled a story called Roblox the 76ers, so let's start reading it. I really like playing on Roblox. I don't know why Roblox is all caps, but I'll just call it Roblox without yelling it. I really like playing on Roblox. I get on it straight from school on most days. I have Turbo Builders Club. Oh, this is an old story. And a few cool places to my credit. I also have a huge number of friends. Half of them are pretty much randoms, though I remember one guy who I really got to know. His name was Code 76er. I guess at the time that he was a fan of the Philadelphia 76ers, a team in the NBA if you don't know. But it turned out to be much more and much worse than that. On one particularly rainy day, my dad had just dropped me off at the house from picking me up at school and drove to work like he usually does. I was home alone at the time, all except for my dog Patch, a full-grown, rather large Dalmatian. Don't worry, the dog doesn't get hurt. Oh, yeah. I guess because like most horror stories and stuff usually have like the dog getting hurt, but you know. I let Patch outside and started up my Roblox browser. Once I got to the home page, I saw that I had a message. I clicked on it, and the message was from Code 76er. The title was "Meet me at Build to Survive Nightmares," and no other message. Luckily, the game was on the front page, so I found the server he was in and clicked join. I almost jumped when the screen immediately popped up and I was in the game. It usually took 1 to 2 minutes for the game to load. I shrugged and began playing anyways. I looked on the user's online list and there was a Code 76er's name and some random called I Love Haters. Code began to talk, so I followed where the speech bubble was coming from. I risked going near the enemies because he was near the hole where the nightmares came out of. The random was standing about halfway to the tunnel and he was just standing there. He was wearing your basic gangster clothes, but when I got in front of him, he had one of those psycho faces on, like the ones you see on the face boards as prize at the end of survival games or something. Alright, my bad. I was kind of creeped out up to that point. There were no face boards around, and even if there were, the psycho faces aren't that common. They aren't sold in the catalog either. I walked closer to Code, and as I got closer, I saw that he was wearing the same psycho face. That was when I started to get scared. I took the risk of being closer. He was wearing an Allen Aversion 76ers jersey, which proved my point about him being a 76er. Whoa! Alright. Although he was wearing mythically originated pants. Odd combination. I finally got close enough to him. I could see what his head color was. Blue. I just noticed that I forgot to put on my cool clown wig along with my John Lennon glasses. So I asked him if he could drop the purple hair that he had on. Wasn't a clown wig, but it could suffice. It fell to the ground, but as soon as I picked it up, his face turned into something similar to Medusa. I instinctively ran away, thinking my Robloxian would get turned into stone or something. But as I ran away, I saw that I Love Haters had the same face on. I refused to look directly at one of the Robloxians, so I ran the other way. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw one of the nightmares, an alien, walk out of the tunnel. I thought it was just a normal alien, but it had the same Medusa face. I turned around to face where all the building supplies were, but I saw the backdrop have the same face. Soon everything turned blue and had the same face. I turned the camera around to see what I looked like, and I had the same face. Suddenly, since I had the sound on, I heard a voice similar to Jigsaw scream, "76er!" That was when my right arm blew off into the graphic bits and pieces. Another scream, right leg. Scream, left arm. Scream, left leg. Scream, torso. Thank God my mom was there. Alright, I was kind of doing like a little song there. Otherwise, she would have freaked. All that was left was my head when my screen suddenly turned blue and the face appeared. If you do see Code 76 around, do not add him to your friends list. I'm not even sure if I'm typing this right. The face just came back on. Well, that was Code 76er. It was alright. Wasn't too bad. Yeah. Put it right here. And, oh. So, I told you, so in the thumbnail I said there was 5. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I said there's 5. I actually have a bonus story. So, but this story is, it's something. That's why I put it at the end. So, I don't know if you're ready, but here it is. Alright, here's a bonus story. Patek Kill. I never forget what I saw that day. I already off to a great start with writing in the title and writing in the first sentence. It was very scary. I'm writing, is from a mental asylum because my parents think I'm crazy and he coming for me. I know. 2 days ago, I was walking by the street at night when suddenly a back figure, not even a black figure, it's a back figure, appeared out of nowhere and speak to me. Hello, kid. Do you want a scary tape that contains a lost episode of SpongeBob? I was scared, but I said yes to the man. He gave me the tape and wanted to turn back. He disappeared. Stranger, I went back home and paused the tape in my TV. I was alone because my parents were on business trip. I sit on the sofa and play the tape to watch the last episode of SpongeBob. At the eerie start to the intro, wow, weird. The music in reverse and distorted. Air was hyper-realistic, blood everywhere, and Chris of children screaming of agony. I was eerie scarred and shocked. No SpongeBob episode. My bad. Oh wait, no, he actually spelled it correctly. That's cool. That's interesting. Stated, leak this. Then the title appeared. Patrick kills stage. That title F me confused. Why is that word Kyle and AI children's child and die end? I didn't think much about it and kept watching video. The episode started with Patrick watching Tybee, but with the TV while pure static, and Patrick had a very realistic his blood ooples. It was like this full AF newts until Patrick say, "Oh, cool, everyone know." He grabbed a knife and exited the rock and went to SpongeBob Pineapple House. He knocked the door and said with very deep voice, "SpongeBob, can you come out? I have a surprise for you." After a few seconds, SpongeBob went outside. NND said, "Hey Patrick, what do you want to show me?" Then with very hyper-realistic grin, he stated laughing and stabbing Sponge on chest multiple times. He screamed a very realistic pain until it died on floor. That seemed so shocking. I couldn't believe Patrick would do such thing. Perry continued laughing and exited the house. "Now it's time to kill some quid," said Patrick in Quid Cord Doorhouse. Who the heck is Quid Cord? Enoch once again and Quim Cord opened the house door. "If you again, Patrick, what you you again, Patrick, what you want now?" "I'm trained to play clarinet," said Louis Cord angrily. Noting which Cord, "I'm just angry quid," said Marek. Who the heck is Marek? Creepy, crappy voice and smile on face. Stupid stuff. This not end. Ha ha ha. I fainted. Woke up in hospital. And parents said, I told them everything. And they think I'm crazy, so they put me in asylum. Now every time I turn, I see Patrick's face with bod on in face. I know he killed me, so I kill me now to add suffering. Bye. Okay, that was, parody or not, I think that was one of the worst stories I've ever read. I think I'm about to go to asylum, as the character said after this video. So other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good day. And I don't know about you, but I'm gonna go watch the FNAF movie. So, thanks for watching. Have a great day / night. Out. Was that scary? Alright, okay, actually, in the actual end of the video, for real. For real. Okay. See ya.